Hi everyone, I'm Bambi S. Avila from ABM Grade 11-1. For today, we're going to talk about proportion. In this video, you will learn what is proportion, the different types of proportion, and how we will solve different types of proportion. So what are we waiting for? Let this topic begin. Proportion. What is proportion? It is the comparison between two or more ratios or rates. It says the two ratios or fractions are equal. The four terms of proportion are given special names, the means and the extremes. Means are the inner numbers, or the second and third terms of the proportion, which is b and c. Extremes are the outer numbers, or the first and fourth terms of the proportion, which is a and d. The product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. There are three types of proportion: direct proportion, inverse proportion, and partitive proportion. Let's go first in direct proportion. Direct proportion. It is the relation between two quantities where the ratio of the two is equal to a constant value. When one quantity increases or decreases as the other quantity also increases or decreases at the same ratio or rate. So we will use direct proportion if an increase in one also leads to an increase in the other quantity and vice versa. Let's see this example. Example number 1. A student can buy 5 binder notebooks that are worth 590 pesos. How many binder notebooks can be bought if the student has 1,062 pesos? To solve this, first we have to analyze the problem to identify the given quantities and to make it a ratio. Sabi dito, ang student ay makakabili ng 5 binder notebooks sa halagang 590 pesos. So ito yung magiging first ratio natin. 5 binder notebooks is to 590 pesos. Then next, ilang binder notebooks naman ang mabibili ng student kung mayroon siyang halagang 1,062 pesos. So ito naman yung magiging second ratio natin. Equal x is to 1,062 pesos. Ang first term ng ating first ratio ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng binder notebooks. Kaya dapat ang magiging first term ng ating second ratio tutukoy din dapat sa bilang ng binder notebooks, which is ito yung missing terms natin sa problem na ito. Kaya siya x variable para ito yung mag-represent sa unknown number. Sa second term naman ng ating first ratio, ito ay tumutukoy sa halaga ng binder notebooks. Kaya dapat, ang magiging second term ng ating second ratio, tutukoy din dapat sa halaga ng binder notebooks. So, hindi natin sila pwedeng mapagbaliktad. Dahil kung, for example, ang nangyari, sa first term ng first ratio, ang nilagay natin ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng binder notebooks. And then, ang first term ng ating second ratio ay tumutukoy sa halaga ng binder notebooks. Kapag nangyari yon, hindi na magiging tama yung sagot natin. Kaya dapat, alamin nating mabuti kung ano yung ilalagay natin sa first term and second term ng ating mga ratio. Then next, we will multiply the means and the extremes. Since ang ating x variable ay nasa means, ang means muna ang una nating ipagmumultiply and then isusunod natin ang extremes. So, 590 times x equal 590x. 5 times 1,062 equal 5,310. Then next, we will solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 590 by both sides. 590x divided by 590, makakancel na to, at x na lang yung matitira. 5,310 divided by 590 equal 9. In conclusion, 9 binder notebooks can be bought if the student has 1,062 pesos. Example number 2. In baking, making 12 cookies needed 4 cups of flour. If you want to make 36 cookies, how many cups of flour are needed? let's analyze the problem to identify the given quantities and to make it a ratio. Sabi dito, sa paggawa ng 12 cookies, kinakailangan ng 4 cups of flour. So ito yung magiging first ratio natin. 12 cookies is to 4 cups of flour. Then next, if you want to make 36 cookies, how many cups of flour are needed? Ito naman yung magiging second ratio natin. Equal 36 cookies is to x. Ang first term ng ating first ratio ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng cookies. Ang first term din ng ating second ratio ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng cookies. Ang second term naman ng ating first ratio ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng cups of flour. Ang second term naman ng ating second ratio ay ang missing terms, which is kailangan nating hanapin yung bilang ng cups of flour na kakailanganin upang makagawa ng 36 cookies. Then next, we will multiply the means and the extremes. Since ang x variable natin ay nasa extremes, ang extremes ang una nating i-multiply at isusunod natin ang means. 12 times x equal 12x. 4 times 36 equal 144. Then next, let's solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 12 by both sides. 12x divided by 12, nakakancel na to, at x na lang yung matitira. 144 divided by 12 equal 12. In conclusion, 12 cups of flour are needed to make 36 cookies. Example number 3. Molly is working an hourly wage. He has to work 8 hours to get 2,240 pesos a day. How much will he get if one day he only works for 5 hours? Let's analyze the problem to identify the given quantities and to make it a ratio. Sabi dito, Molly is working an hourly wage. Kinakailangan niya magtrabaho ng 8 hours para makakuha ng 2,240 pesos sa isang araw. So ito yung magiging first ratio natin. 8 hours is to 2,240 pesos. Then next, magkano naman yung halagang matatanggap niya kung siya ay magtatrabaho lamang sa loob ng 5 oras? Ito naman yung magiging second ratio natin. Equal 5 hours is to x. Ang first term ng ating first ratio ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng oras na tinatrabaho ni Molly. At ang first term ng ating second ratio ay tumutukoy din sa bilang ng oras na tinatrabaho ni Molly. Ang second term naman ng ating first ratio ay tumutukoy sa halaga na matatanggap ni Molly sa kanyang pagtatrabaho. At ang second term ng ating second ratio ay ang ating missing terms, which is aalamin natin yung halagang matatanggap ni Molly kung siya ay magtatrabaho sa loob ng 5 hours. Then next, we will multiply the means and the extremes. Since ang x variable ay nasa extremes, una nating ipagmumultiply ay ang extremes at isusunod natin ang means. So 8 times x equal 8x. 2,240 times 5 equal 11,200. Then next, we will solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 8 by both sides. 8x divided by 8, makakancel na to at x na lang yung matitira. 11,200 divided by 8 equal 1,400. In conclusion, Molly will get 1,400 pesos if he only works for 5 hours. Now, it's your turn to try this. You can do this on any sheet of paper or any writing material, and you can post this video while answering. Take your time and enjoy it! It's time to show you the answer. Find x and choose your answer in the box. Write it in the space provided. Number 1. 4 books is to x equal 9 books is to 3,150 pesos. The answer is letter B, 1,400 pesos. Solution. X times 9 books
equal 9x. 4 books times 3,150 pesos equal 12,600. Divide 9 by both sides. 9x divided by 9 equal x. 12,600 divided by 9 equal 1,400. Number 2. 120 miles is to 2 hours equal x is to 3 hours. The answer is letter C, 180 miles. Solution. 2 hours times x equal 2x. 120 miles times 3 hours equal 360. Divide 2 by both sides. 2x divided by 2 equal x. 360 divided by 2 equal 180. Number 3. 3 maids is to 28,500 pesos equal 5 maids is to x. The answer is letter F, 47,500 pesos. Solution. 3 maids times x equal 3x. 28,500 pesos times 5 maids equal 142,500. Divide 3 by both sides. 3x divided by 3 equal x. 142,500 divided by 3 equal 47,500. Number 4. 54 pesos is to x equal 216 pesos is to 12 donuts. The answer is letter A, 3 donuts. Solution. X times 216 pesos equal 216x. 54 pesos times 12 donuts equals 648. Divide 216 by both sides. 216x divided by 216 equal x. 648 divided by 216 equal 3. Number 5. X is to 7 days of rent equal 4,500 pesos is to 21 days of rent. The answer is letter D, 1,500 pesos. Solution. X times 21 days of rent equal 21x. 7 days of rent times 4,500 pesos equal 31,500. Divide 21 by both sides. 21x divided by 21 equal x. 31,500 divided by 21 equal 1,500.
Let's go now in inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. It is two quantities are related to each other inversely. It is the relation between two quantities where one quantity increases or decreases as the other quantity decreases or increases at the same ratio or rate. So we will use inverse proportion if an increase in one leads to a decrease in the other quantity and vice versa.
Let's see this example. Example number 1. Yana wants to paint her entire big house pink and she will need 8 workers to finish it in 4 days. If the painting of his house finished in only 2 days, how many workers took to do it? To solve this, first we have to analyze the problem to identify the given quantities and to make it a ratio. Sabi dito, gusto ni Yana na pinturahan ang kanyang buong malaking bahay ng kulay pink at kakailanganin niya ng 8 workers para matapos ito sa loob ng 4 na araw. So ito yung magiging first ratio natin. 8 workers is to 4 days. Then next, kung natapos ang pagpipintura sa bahay ni Yana sa loob ng 2 araw, ilang workers ang nagtrabaho nito? Ito naman yung magiging second ratio natin. Equal x is to 2 days. Sa pag-solve ng inverse proportion, halos magkaparehas lang sila ng way sa direct proportion. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila sa inverse proportion, ang ipagmumultiply natin ay ang extremes and means ng first ratio and then ang means and extremes ng second ratio. So since ang x variable natin ay nasa second ratio, ang second ratio ang una nating ipagmumultiply. X times 2, 2x. Then next, 8 times 4 equal 32. Then next, we will solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 2 by both sides. 2x divided by 2, makakancel na tong 2 at x na lang yung matitira. 32 divided by 2 equals 16. In conclusion, 16 workers took to do it. Example number 2. Cedric hired 7 workers who could finish his mansion in 56 days. If he hired 7 more workers and all workers have the same energy and strength to work, how many days now they can finish the mansion? Let's analyze the problem to identify the given quantities and to make it a ratio. Sabi dito, si Cedric ay kumuha ng 7 workers para gumawa ng kanyang mansyon sa loob ng 56 days. So ito yung magiging first ratio natin. 7 workers is to 56 days. Then next, kung si Cedric ay kukuha ulit ng 7 more workers and all workers have the same energy and strength to work, ilang araw na nila maaaring matapos ang mansyon? Ang magiging second ratio naman natin ay 14 workers is to x. Ang first term ng ating second ratio ay tumutukoy sa 14 workers. Dahil sabi dito, he hired 7 more workers. Ibig sabihin, dinagdagan ni Cedric ang kanyang 7 workers ng another 7 workers. Kaya kung ipag-add sila, magiging 14 workers. Then now, we will multiply the extremes and means and extremes. Since ang x variable natin ay nasa second ratio, ang second ratio ang ating unang ipagmumultiply. 14 times x equal 14x. 7 times 56 equal 392. Then next, we will solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 14 by both sides. 14x divided by 14, x na lang yung matitira dahil makakancel sila. Then 392 divided by 14 equal 28. In conclusion, they can now finish the mansion within 28 days if they have 14 workers. Example number 3. One of Seafood Island's restaurant has 6 chefs who can serve spicy bango sisig, adobong pusit, and fish topek within 20 minutes for one of the customers who order it. If 2 chefs are absent one day, how long will it take them to serve the same order? Let's analyze the problem to identify the given quantities and to make it a ratio. Sabi dito, ang isa sa restaurant ng Seafood Island ay mayroong 6 chef who can serve spicy bango sisig, adobong pusit, and fish topek within 20 minutes for one of the customer who order it. So ito yung magiging first ratio natin. 6 chef is to 20 minutes. The next, if 2 chefs are absent one day, how long will it take them to serve the same order? Ito naman yung magiging second ratio natin. Equal 4 chef is to x. Ang first term ng ating second ratio ay tumutukoy sa 4 chef. Naging 4 chef ito dahil sabi dito, if 2 chef are absent. So it means, babawasan natin ang total chef ng Seafood Island, which is 6 chef. Then babawasan natin ng 2 chef dahil absent sila, kaya ang matitira na lang or ang magiging total ay 4 chef. Then next, ipagmumultiply naman natin ang extremes, then means times extremes. Since ang x variable natin ay nasa second ratio, ang second ratio ang una nating imumultiply. 4 times x equal 4x. 6 times 20 equal 120. Then next we will solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 4 by both sides. 4x divided by 4, cancel, x na lang ang matitira, equal 120 divided by 4 equal 30. In conclusion, in 30 minutes they can serve the same order if there are only 4 chefs.
Now, it's your turn to try this. You can do this on any sheet of paper or any writing material, and you can pause this video while answering. Take your time and enjoy it. It's time to show you the answer. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. If it takes 14 construction workers to finish the bridge in 30 days, how many days will it take to finish it if there are only 10 construction workers? The answer is letter A, 42 days.
Solution. The ratio of this problem is 14 construction workers is to 30 days equal 10 construction workers is to x. 10 times x equal 10x. 14 times 30 equal 420. Divide 10 by both sides. 10x divided by 10 equal x. 420 divided by 10 equal 42.
Number 2. In school, there are 8 members who can finish the project presentation in 5 days. If the 3 members didn't cooperate, how many days they will finish the project presentation? The answer is letter C, 8 days.
The ratio of this problem is 8 members is to 5 days equal 5 members is to x. 5 times x equal 5x. 8 times 5 equal 40. Divide 5 by both sides. 5x divided by 5 equal x. 40 divided by 5 equal 8.
Number 3. In Noche Buena, there is enough food for 8 members of the family that will last for 3 hours. If there are 4 visitors, how long will the food last? The answer is letter A, 2 hours.
Solution. The ratio of this problem is 8 members is to 3 hours equal 8 members plus 4 visitors equal 12 is to x. 12 times x equal 12x. 8 times 3 equal 24. Divide 12 by both sides. 12x divided by 12 equal x. 24 divided by 12 equal 2.
And the last is the partitive proportion. Partitive proportion. A partitive proportion or proportion by parts describes a whole amount of being divided or distributed into 2 or more equal parts.
Let's see this example. Example number 1. If Lily, Mitch, and Kia collected 5,400 pesos in their caroling with a ratio of 4 is to 6 is to 8, how much will each of them receive? So, para ma-solve natin yung problem na ito, una, kailangan muna natin malaman kung ano yung ratio ng ating problem. So, sa problem na ito, ang ating ratio ay 4 is to 6 is to 8. Then next, let this 4 equal for Lily. Then this 6 equal for Mitch. And this 8 equal for Kia. Sa bawat quantity ng ating ratio, may nakalagay na x variable upang ito yung mag-represent sa unknown number. Dahil kailangan natin malaman yung value ng x para malaman natin kung magkano yung marireceive nila Lily, Mitch, and Kia. Then si Lily naman, nire-represent niya itong 4x dahil si Lily yung unang nabanggit dito sa problem at ang 4 ang unang nabanggit dito sa ratio. Si Mitch naman, nire-represent niya itong 6x dahil si Mitch ang pangalawang nabanggit dito sa problem at ang 6 naman yung pangalawang nabanggit dito sa ratio. Si Kia naman, nire-represent niya itong 8x dahil si Kia yung pangatlong nabanggit dito sa problem at ang 8 ang pangatlong nabanggit dito sa ratio. Then next, ipag-a-add natin itong 4x, 6x, and 8x. So kapag pinag-add natin silang tatlo, magiging 18x. Then next, itong 5,400, ilalagay natin siya dito. Dahil ayan yung paghahatian nila Lily, Mitch, and Tia. Then next, we will solve for x. To solve for x, we will divide 18 by both sides. 18x divided by 18, makakancel na to, x na lang yung matitira. Equal 5,400 divided by 18 equal 300. So, ito na yung value ng ating x. Then next, isa-substitute naman natin siya. So, 4x equal 4 times 300, ito yung value ng x, equal 1,200. Then next naman is itong 6x. 6x equal 6 times 300 equal 1,800. Then last, itong 8x. 8x equal 8 times 300 equal 2,400. So, ito na ngayon yung matatanggap nila Lily, Mitch, and Tia. Si Lily ay makakatanggap ng 1,200 pesos, si Mitch naman ay 1,800 pesos, at si Kia naman ay 2,400 pesos. Example number 2. The marks scored by Zaira, Sky, and Roxy are in the ratio of 3:5:4. If their total marks are 360, what are their individual score? Sa problem na ito, ang ating ratio ay 3:5:4. Then next, let this 3 equal for Zaira, this 5 equal for Sky, and this 4 equal for Roxy. Then kapag pinag-add natin yung 3x plus 5x plus 4x equal 12x. And sabi dito, ang tatlong ito ay may total score na 360. So ito yung ilalagay natin dito dahil ito yung paghahatian nila para malaman natin kung ano yung individual score nila. So 360. The next, we will solve for x. 12x divided by 12, cancel, x na lang yung matitira. Equal 360 divided by 12 equal 30. So, ito na ngayon yung value ng ating x. Let's go in substituting. So, 3x equal 3 times 30. Ito yung value ng ating x. Equal 90. The next naman is itong 5x. 5x equal 5 times 30 equal 150. The next naman itong 4x. 4x equal 4 times 30 equal 120. So, ang individual score nila ay kay Zaira, meron siyang 90 score, kay Sky, meron siyang 150, at kay Roxy, meron siyang 120. Example number 3. There are 60 fruits that are separated into 3 baskets with a ratio of 3:4:5. How many fruits are there in each basket? Sa problem na ito, ang ating ratio ay 3:4:5. Then now, Let this 3 equal 4 first basket. Since sabi dito mayroon tayong tatlong basket na paglalagyan ng mga prutas. So it means ito yung magiging representation ng bawat quantity ng ating ratio. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng first basket, second basket, and third basket. And now, let this 4 equal 4 second basket. This 5 equal 4 third basket. And let's add 3x plus 4x plus 5x equal 12x. At ang ilalagay natin dito ay 60. Dahil sabi dito, there are 60 fruits that are separated into 3 baskets. It means 60 fruits ang paghahatian ng bawat basket. Kaya ang ilalagay natin dito ay 60. Then now let's solve for x. To solve for x, let's divide 12 by both sides. 12x divided by 12, cancel, x na lang yung matitira. Equal 60 divided by 12 equal 5. So ito na ngayon yung value ng ating x. Let's go now in substituting. 3x equal 3 times 5. So ito yung value ng ating x. 3 times 5 equal 15. Then now, 4x. 4x equal 4 times 5 equal 20. Then 5x. 5x equal 5 times 5 equal 25. So, ang ating first basket ay mayroong 15 fruits, ang ating second basket ay mayroong 20 fruits, and ang ating third basket ay mayroong 25 fruits.
Now, it's your turn to try this. You can do this on any sheet of paper or any writing material, and you can post this video while answering. Take your time and enjoy it! It's time to show you the answer. Fill in the blank. Number 1. 5 is to 3 equal 24 slices. The answer is 15 slices is to 9 slices.
Solution. Let's make this 5x plus 3x equal 8x. Then 8x equal 24, which is galing dito. Then divide 8 by both sides. 8x divided by 8 equal x. 24 divided by 8 equal 3. So, ito na yung value ng ating x. Then this 5 equal 5 times 3. Ito yung value ng x. Equal 15 slices. Then this 3 equal 3 times 3 equal 9 slices.
Number 2. 3 is to 7 is to 6 equal 160 candies. The answer is 30 candies is to 70 candies is to 60 candies.
Solution. Let's make this 3x plus 7x plus 6x equal 16x. Then next, 16x equal 160, which is galing dito. Then divide 16 by both sides. 16x divided by 16, cancel, then x. 160 divided by 16 equal 10. So 10 ang value ng ating x. Then next, this 3 equal 3 times 10 equal 30 candies. And this 7 equals 7 times 10 equals 70 candies. And this 6 equals 6 times 10 equals 60 candies.
Number 3. 8 is to 10 is to 12 equal 150 years. The answer is 40 years is to 50 years is to 60 years.
Solution. Let's make this 8x plus 10x plus 12x equal 30x. Then 30x equal 150, which is galing dito. Then divide 30 by both sides. 30x divided by 30 equal x. Then 150 divided by 30 equal 5. So ito yung value ng ating x. Then next, this 8, 8x equal 8 times 5 equal 40 years. Then this 10 equal 10 times 5 equal 50 years. And this 12 equal 12 times 5 equal 60 years.
Number 4. 10 is to 30 is to 40 equal 8 million pesos. The answer is 1 million is to 3 million is to 4 million.
Solution. Let's make this 10x plus 30x plus 40x equal 80x. Then 80x equal 8 million. So itong 8 million ay galing yan dito. Then divide 80 by both sides. 80x divided by 80 equal x. So cancel yan. 8 million divided by 80 equal 100,000. So ito yung value ng ating x. Then this 10 equal 10 times 100,000 equal 1 million. Then this 30 equal 30 times 100,000 equal 3 million. And this 40 equal 40 times 100,000 equal 4 million.
Number 5. 7 is to 6 is to 8 is to 9 equal 240 grams. The answer is 56 grams is to 48 grams is to 64 grams is to 72 grams.
Solution. Let's make this 7x plus 6x plus 8x plus 9x equal 30x. Then 30x equal 240, which is galing dito. Then divide 30 by both sides. 30x divided by 30 equal x. 240 divided by 30 equal 8. So ito yung value ng ating x. Then this 7 equals 7 times 8 equal 56 grams. Then this 6 equals 6 times 8 equal 48 grams. This 8 equal 8 times 8 equal 64 grams. And this 9 equal 9 times 8 equals 72 grams.
And that's all about proportion. I hope all of you guys understand and have learned a lot about it. Again, I'm Bambi S. Avila from ABM Grade 11-1. Always remember that mathematics is not about numbers, equations,
computations, or algorithm. It is about understanding. Thank you for watching. Bye!